Sophie, Alex, first of all, welcome back. Obviously, it's the first chance we've had face-to-face to have a conversation, really, and you must be delighted just to get back into the swing of things after the first week of training's been completed now.
Yeah, it's lovely to see familiar faces, new faces, and just generally good being back. Feels like we've been away for a long time, but actually it's not been too long. It's just when you're used to seeing each other multiple times a week. But no, it's been a great atmosphere this week. Really enjoyed it.
And we've certainly missed you, Nathan.
Well, thank you. Of course, a lot of familiar faces obviously coming into the ranks, like the returning faces that we've seen the core of the first team. And of course, a lot of new faces like the reserve team that's coming in. Just how have you found them this week and just their enthusiasm for going forward, really?
Yeah, I think it's been really good. Again, you mentioned that core. I think we've kept a really good group of people for culture, for quality on the field together, and they've brought a lot of energy. And then you add in, again, freshness and newness, and I think it's been a couple of really high energy, good quality sessions that we've been able to kind of get out there.
It's been quite refreshing, the whole atmosphere and just ultimately the enthusiasm and determination of the new faces that have came in.
And of course, a couple of new coaching faces as well. You're just able to introduce them for everyone, please.
Yeah, so we've got Cameron who's joining us, and he's kind of relatively new. He's got about a year's kind of experience and coming in for a little bit of mentorship and experience kind of on the female side. We've got Kieran coming in, joining us. Similar situation again, young coach, eager to learn, just kind of wants to get the hands dirty and learn. And then we've also got Elizabeth joining us. That'll be in a little bit more of a kind of a performance capacity, and we're also in the works of looking to add a couple of others in various roles across kind of both the first team and reserves team. So nice, again, that's been really refreshing, bringing those guys on board too. Again, just newness, freshness, and eagerness to learn and get after it really, and keep us all kicking on and pushing on to that next level.
And of course, we're going to be working towards the first game pre-season, which is in 10 days now against Chester Street, a team who we faced a handful of times last season. So again, we'll be very familiar with the way they play, and we'll be looking forward to against a team that are now in a high division. So a really good challenge.
Yeah, it'd be a great test against Chester. Obviously playing them last season, mixed bag of results there, but I think we'll have one of our better performances against Chester. So really looking forward to playing them and just getting back on the pitch and getting that ball rolling again.
And just thinking about the first game of the season, which is in exactly 1 month's time from today, pre-season's just such a vital kind of thing for working towards getting the team ready for energy levels just ahead of that beginning of the season, so they can hit the ground running when we face York in a month's time.
Yeah, I think again, you mentioned there pre-season, it can always be a fun time. I think again, we're not going to be massively results driven during the pre-season. Obviously, every time we get out on the pitch, we want to win, so to speak. But on that each given day, what winning means to us is going to be slightly different, depending on our focus for that game, that half, that phase in there. As we're looking to gel new people together and just build on foundations we built last year, obviously. Ultimately then leading to that York game where then it does come results wise and everything like that. So
and of course you've got high ambitions for the upcoming season. Are you just able to explain what them kind of targets that you have in mind are, just as a team and obviously as you coaches professionally as well?
Yeah, I think it's always just to try and improve season on season and aim higher. Obviously we had a great FA Cup run last year, can we match that, can we push even further this year? Same in the league, can we finish higher than what we've ever finished before, challenging those top spaces as well. From a personal point of view, just again keep broadening my experiences, learning a lot from Soph and everyone else who's around us as well. It's great to kind of just take those bits of information from everyone that's around.
Yeah, I think again, and then you look at it across the whole pathway type thing, bringing in that reserve squad, and we've got some youngsters in there, we've got some older players in there, and I think a big thing for that will be development and how can we develop some of those players in there to hopefully keep kicking on and help us in the future, maybe in the first team, whether that be during this season or it be next year. But no, I think there's a lot of exciting things happening, and it's always the hope of bringing home some silverware, whether that's County Cup, whether it's League or again FA Cup. We can always dream, but we want to match that and exceed it if we can. But no, I think there'll also be some importance put on that reserve squad in terms of kind of individual player development and stuff like that too, to help those players in there.
And just thinking overall as a club, it's a really exciting time, as you've mentioned, just to be part of the women's pathway at South Shields.
Yeah, definitely. Again, something we've kind of put a lot of time and effort into over this off-season of. That's always kind of been something of me coming in initially, kind of, you know, almost 12 months ago now, of just building that out and growing it out, and so that we can have, you know, the same setup on the female side that they do have on the male side, which obviously on the male side it's proven to be very successful, especially you see their academy setup that now this pre-season has been doing phenomenal, some of those players for the men's first team, and you know, if we can replicate that, it's only going to enhance the first team level as time goes on.
And I think it's credit to you as well how it's all came together in not even a full year, how much the women's side of it has grown. But just the kind of dedication and all the work that goes on behind the scenes, it is a really exciting place to be, and we're lucky to be at a club like this.